We got to get ahead of these f***ing drama channels, bro. They cover too fast, and I'll be damned if I'm not the first to cover up my own drama. You understand, chat?
Is Kenji fatphobic? Well, let's talk about that. So there's two details that are immediately relevant to the story before we get into it, and that's the fact that Kenji is, number one, physically fit, and number two, black. And that second piece will become relevant very quickly. Now, I'm going to spend a little bit of time going into Kenji's personality and the build up to this event, because I feel like his personality and his content are relevant to the story. But if you want to skip this entirely and head straight to the actual news, I'll include a timestamp in the description so you can get right into the action. But for everybody else, stick around, you might be interested in this context. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is who Kenji even is. And as you can see by his YouTube channel, Kenji Plus, he's primarily a reaction channel. He's reacted to everything under the sun, from this random dude that fought off the entire police force with a sword.
Take one look at this guy and guess how he responded.
Defensive stance.
No, but actually verbally he didn't say anything for the entire 11-hour standoff, except mentioning he had brothers in China and Russia and correcting police officers when they wouldn't refer to him as Apollo. But yeah, he just refused to drop the sword.
I mean, there's something about a sword that just makes you feel powerful though, bro. You know what I mean? Have your puny little f***ing gun, you peasant. I am Apollo, slayer of kings, God king, if you will, conqueror of worlds. I have my samurai sword. Defensive stance.
To talking about a guy who cooked a testicle.
But once I slice it up,
Ew! Ew! I see some swimming. Oh my f***ing God, this is disgusting.
To talking about Karens and the police force.
Yeah, she not playing, dude. Bitch, she really have a chance? Look at her Jordans. F*** out of here. Because if this big right here was a police officer, I'm not resisting at all. I promise. She gonna put me in a chokehold. It's either I'm running, but if I trip, I'm done. It's over. I'm gonna get the ass whooping of my life. She look like she got some strong ass hands. And feet. Go ahead.
To Nikocado Avocado, and as you can tell, I'm a huge fan of Kenji. I think he's hilarious. I've even re-uploaded his content to my Twitter.
Portions, the reason for which being because it creates connection and possibly even a guilt-free environment, seeing other people eat very large portions of unhealthy food messily and open to public.
That's what it is for? Ew. Is that, do y'all watch that while eating? Y'all are sick. I want to seek fucking help. Therapy now. It's not okay. Maybe it is okay. Maybe, you know what? I'm talking on mic. Go, hey, watch fat bitch eat some shit. Not Nikocado Avocado, but like some other bit. Well, you can watch him too. I mean, watch them and then you eat too. My fault.
And here I think is where you will probably realize why I'm showing all of these clips. It's not just for entertainment, but it's to show a theme. He talks about food and eating and people with obesity a lot on his channel. I wouldn't argue it's his focus, but it's a common thread. And because he's physically fit and goes to the gym often, you would not be surprised to hear that he has a lot of really strong opinions about fitness.
Perhaps this is a bit of a conspiracy theory, but it's also possible that it's in Planet Fitness's best interest to keep their members out of shape so they'll continue to pay for membership. On the first Monday of every month, Planet Fitness hosts Pizza Mondays, during which free pizza is given to members before, after, and even during their workouts. Then similarly, on the second Tuesday of every month, Planet Fitness has Bagel Tuesday, following the same concept but with free bagel.
So they're fat phobic? Sleepy, that's not what they're saying. Not fat phobic. They just don't want people that can lift there. Like, you can't look too good type shit, you feel me? And if you do look too good, you're probably not gonna be in a fucking Planet Fitness because you can't really work out there. Fat phobic. Yeah, someone said, so they're fat phobic. Y'all, you know, like reading comprehension, it's like y'all don't got that for videos, and it kind of shows, dude. I'm sorry for you. I apologize. Having a conversation with you is probably terrible.
Planet Fitness makes a pretty decent argument for why they consider this.
So they're fit phobic. There you go. You're learning. They're fit phobic. Kenji, you're so mean. What do you mean? Am I mean? That was a dumbass question. You know how motherfuckers be like, there's no such thing as a dumb question. Yes, the there is, and that was one right in my chat. What, you want me to be like, oh, no, fuck out of here. Shut your ass. So what, you want me to be a Planet Fitness fucking streamer? You want me to sound the fucking lunk alarm? Someone's being mean in chat. Shut your ass up. I'm a grown ass man, and you should be grown if you here. I'll fight you with these mittens. Little ugly ass. Move. Play this video.
I feel like this rant in particular is very relevant to our current conversation. You can see he has a history of talking about food and fitness and getting very opinionated and shouting at chat when and someone is doing fucking construction today and getting arguably just a little too heated about his opinions. And with that context in mind, let's get on to the actual newsworthy segment of today's video. So the entire drama that we're gonna cover today started with this. New model, new me. Kenji announced that he's getting a new model, and it's the stereotypical fat gamer slob. And for the most part, this joke was met with jokes such as Mooney responding with, "Finally, someone I can look up to," or "Twin!" And of course, it didn't just stop with the art. He got a whole model rigged with honestly surprising quality for a joke rig. I mean, you can see his man titties and his double chins just jiggling all over the place. That is so much quality for a joke model.
You know, it just doesn't stop at the model.
What is this?
What the f you mean? What is this, bitch? I'll protect you, my kitten. Everybody get behind me. I'm casting my spell.
Obviously, he's making fun of slobs, gamers, and Discord mods, and the cringy ways they behave. The shit is hilarious to me. And in case there's any doubt as to exactly who he's making fun of, he even put on a fucking fedora and said, "Hey, kitten." The Discord mod energy is real. And for the most part, people thought this was fucking hilarious. They got the joke like, Kenji is so funny, help, what is this? And making jokes about people who have fake or old photos on their fucking Tinder, and then you actually get to the date and it's this fucking slob.
I brought my fancy fedora here.
Now, of course, this model came with some well-deserved roasting, like, why does this feel like the next Predator on Chris Hansen's show? Fun fact, To Catch a Predator was canceled because one of the predators they caught shot themselves. True story, look it up. But there were some people who were genuinely offended. Some people just saying they were disappointed, others simply saying, I hate this man so much. Or another, I hate him. I retract my statement. The world is not healing. I can't defend this man anymore. But honestly, I don't really see how anyone could be offended. This is so clearly a joke. I mean, look at this. This shit is hilarious. And for the most part, to anyone who was dogging on him for this model, this was his response.
Everyone's feelings are valid, but at the same time, not everyone gotta give a f about your feelings, bro.
And for the most part, anyone who was a fan of Kenji before obviously thinks people getting mad about this model is fucking hilarious. Honestly, the drama over this is a little bit funny. Like, the fuck you want him to do? Control other people's feelings? That's not how this works. But then we enter the final boss of this drama. The person who made it their mission to be the villain of this entire saga. Not just for Kenji, but Bao the Whale as well. And for anyone curious about Bao the Whale, she made her blueberry whale model. Now, I have no idea why Bao made this model. I don't know if it's a reference to that one blueberry girl from Willy Wonka. I assume that's what it is. I have no idea. Nor do I really care. I don't really follow Bao like that. But unsurprisingly, Bao was getting canceled for her model for being fatphobic at the exact same time, with people saying, as a plus-size person who suffers from an incurable illness that causes weight gain, I'm disheartened by this toggle. Our bodies aren't a punchline for a joke, and there are many other reasons people may be overweight. To which Rumi, of course, chimes in saying, yeah, this ain't it. If you don't like plus-size people and think this is funny, you're okay. Unfollow me, block me, don't talk to me, don't interact with me. This isn't cool. So already she's pretty pissed at this whole fat phobia thing that she believes is becoming a trend in VTubing. But then she makes a tweet of a similar nature under one of Kenji's posts, which she has since deleted. What she didn't expect to happen is for Kenji to, instead of apologizing or admitting he was wrong, just quote retweet it with a meme and not give a fuck about her opinion. However, luckily the comment section has kept the receipts. For anyone wondering what she said that got her clowned on, she compared Kenji's fat ass Discord mod model to blackface, because somehow those two things are related.
I'm finna get disrespectful in this motherfucker.
And she immediately got roasted for this hot take, saying, you need to reevaluate. what the fuck is your point? Because this whole blackface comparison ain't it. But she doubles down and defends her point, saying it's still making fun of appearances, so it's the same thing. And I find this conversation particularly hilarious because it's like, you're way off base. How so? To which the commenter responds, do I have to go over world history with you or something? Please have some common sense, I beg. To which he responds, I didn't ask for a history lesson, which, bro, history is literally the point. There's a history behind blackface in America. White people used to put shoe polish on their face and make theatrical productions such as All Coons Look Alike to Me, or Coon, 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 and really just making themselves look like the ugliest, dumbest black people you could ever imagine. So I'll let you guys decide if a VTuber model making fun of fat, slovenly Discord mods is equivalent to decades of theater making fun of the existence of black people. And while you're weighing in on your opinion, Kenji weighed in on his opinion. And he put it very simply, you can lose weight, you can't change your skin tone. And then he posted this video.
All respect and all honesty, like, not gonna lie, it be a lot of the fat hoes talking. You fat bitches need to shut the fuck up.
And immediately, to which people responded, time to pull out the ukulele again.
I'm sorry for you being mad. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
People immediately went, VTuber Twitter about to go to hell. And as you can imagine, it did. Some people lecturing on how hard it is to lose weight. Others making a point about how eating disorders and body dysmorphia are at an all-time high, or how he's being insensitive to people who are on life-saving medication that causes them to retain weight. But of course, it's not all haters in the quote retweets, as you do have some people saying, not gonna lie, I wasn't gonna comment on this, but I just find it crazy how only in the VTuber community will you find people comparing blackface to a South Park character based off a real person who worked on the episode it was in. Which, in case I forgot to mention it before, his model is a reference to this episode of South Park, which is actually based on a real person.
Do you think this game is overhyped? My dad is the WoW guy from South Park. He was the cinematic director for Blizzard for 23 years. He worked on the episode with Matt and Trey, and they turned him into a character. That's him. Yeah, that's actually him. Yeah. It's not a joke. That's not like a similarity. Like, that's him. This is his apartment. This is him. Even the guy that cosplayed my dad didn't know he was real, but no, he's a real guy.
But after this whole controversy kind of exploded on the internet, as expected, Kenji did make a response. And in what I think was an excellent move, it wasn't an apology. It was just a statement of fact of his pre-existing opinion.
Big, small, skinny, ugly, fucking, I don't know, got pimp, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Look, I feel like I just got clarified just in case. You know what I mean? I know motherfuckers they ain't gonna hear it on Twitter, but like, dude, as long as you're happy, none of that shit matters. Like, we can have a serious talk, bro. Like, numbers on a scale does not define you, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, that shit does not matter. I promise you. So don't feel some type of way. Like, bro, that shit is the least of your worries, dude. I promise you. As long as you're happy and healthy, that's all that matters.
And for the most part, people are actually appreciating this reaction, with comments such as, Kenji took the time to clarify his views after the Twitter mob came after him and handled it with class. W Kenji. Or, as a plus-size person, Kenji's humor never bothered me. He'd always quickly apologize or make a kind of comment afterward to how those were not his true intentions. His model was referencing a funny meme from a popular cartoon, and other people saying, nah, I don't care anymore. Hot take, I'm being real for a second, Kenji is my damn role model, bro. Always has been. He's real, down to earth, and has a sense of humor. We stand Kenji in this house. Sorry, y'all really reaching to be able to cancel him sometimes. Go outside. Look, at the end of the day, some people just want to fucking argue. This person has gone through every single comment that called them out and argued and defended themselves for whatever you want to call it, and they just don't shut up. Now, as far as my opinion is concerned, does Kenji talk a little bit too much shit without thinking first? Abso-fucking-lutely. Does he maybe make a few too many jokes at fat people? Yeah, maybe he could lay off a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. As someone who's watched a lot of his videos, he could definitely afford to tone it down. But I think it's clear to anyone who watches his content that he doesn't actually hate fat people. He's just out here making jokes. There's no malice behind it. He's never actually genuinely bullied someone for their weight. But that's all I wanted to say. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye, guys!